Hey, what's up, guys? Back with another video. This one's going to be really short, but it's budgeting. So, for budgeting, it's a financial lesson for you guys because a lot of times today people have money and they don't know what to do with it. So, first things first is that when you're making a budget or when you're planning to have a budget, you have to understand one thing. What are your necessities? So today I'm going to get into necessities and unnecessities, things that are unnecessary to you and things that are necessary to you. So as we know, basic necessities that everybody knows, you have to have a shelter, have food, have water, and I mean, if you walk or drive, car or not. But the main thing is food, shelter, water. So okay, utilities, you got that covered. Rent, mortgage, you got that covered. Food, you got that covered. Okay. So things that are necessary. Now, you might need some clothes for work, a uniform, that's necessary. The real thing is that I want to touch on unnecessary things because a lot of times I see people going out and saying, I need to save money, but they're going to the club. And look, I'm not trying to judge you on your lifestyle because nobody's perfect around here. I'm not perfect. But the thing is, there's stuff out there that you don't need to do every weekend and blow your money away and then say, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, because you need to have the mindset to learn how to save money. So look, if you are going out trying to impress people, that's the number one thing that's holding you back. You're trying to buy clothes, buy jewelry, buy everything, buy shoes, buy watches, trying to impress people with your money. Or you're trying to look good for social media. That's unnecessary. Plan your budget. Say if you spend 1,100, which is probably not even a imaginable number right now with Florida, but let's just say you spend 1,100 to 1,500 on rent or mortgage every month, and you get paid 3,000 a month. Okay, so there goes 1,500 down the drain right there. So let's just put it at the max number, 1,500. You have 1,500 left, and let's just say groceries for the month are 300. Now you're at 1,200. And let's just say you have to pay a car note, which is 300 a month. Now you're at 900 a month that you can save. And let's say add in other stuff you might have to buy throughout the month. Let's just say that's a good 200. So now you're 700 a month to save. Well, not advice, but things that I would do personally, if I had 700 a month to save, I would put probably about 500 in the checking, 500 in the savings, 200 in the checking, just in case I got to buy something else or something comes up. Because when you budget, you have to have that leverage of money sitting there. You have to have some backup money. I'm not talking about savings. I'm talking about money left over for checking. So my whole thing here, like I said, this is not advice. I'm not an FA. So my personal experience saying that I would go ahead and put about maybe 70% of what I have left over after taking care of what I need to take care of in my savings. And then the other 30% put in checking just in case, you might want to go out and eat one day, or you might want to buy something you've been saving up for, but you have extra money to do that instead of pulling out your savings. Because like I said about a savings account, yeah, it can get interest a little bit on it, but at the same time, your savings account is for emergencies only. That's my thing. It's for emergencies, or say something comes up, like you have a flat tire, or you have to pay a medical bill, or you have to pay a certain expense that you didn't even know about. That's where savings come into play. You have to budget for that. So what I would say is try to do 70-30 on the income that you have after spending it on necessities. So like I said, if you have 700, let's say you even have 500, put away maybe 300 in the savings, 200 in the checking. So that way, that 300 you can just build upon every week. You get paid weekly. If you get paid bi-weekly, then do 600, and then the other amount put in the checking. So that way, just in case something comes up, you have that money ready. So the main thing is about today, do not spend it on unnecessary things, because I see people buying shoes every week. Like, if you want to live the lifestyle, cool, that's awesome, that's amazing. But I just don't like seeing people complain about living paycheck to paycheck when they're living outside of their needs, or where they're living right on the edge of their needs. Because you're mixing wants and needs together and saying, these are my needs. No, those are your needs. Your wants, if you're buying shoes every week, if you're buying jewelry every week, if you're buying watches, you're buying clothes, you're buying anything that's unnecessary, you're spending unnecessary money saying, I could save that. Maybe you have to reevaluate what you're doing. Understand and put a budget together. Write down your rent slash mortgage, write down your car note, write down your insurance, write down your food, write down your water, write down utilities, etc., etc. Write down what you spend every month to live a basic human life. And then on the other side, write down what you spend that makes you happy per se, or things that you want to spend money on. Not need, not necessity, not things for your basic human living, but things that say, maybe I want to spend 200 on a watch today. Maybe I want to spend 500 on clothes, 300 on shoes, things like that. And then tally that up and say, do I really need to spend this money? Have that mindset. Ask yourself, do I need to spend this money on this right now? Or can it wait? For example, like I said about credit cards, you don't want to push your credit card to the max. So don't push your paycheck to the max. Now, if you live paycheck to paycheck on human needs, keep going, keep working hard, keep having faith. I have faith in God that He'll do all things for me. So you have faith that you can just get through it, that you can find a new opportunity, network with people. I will tell you this right now. A good thing about being with networking people is that they have opportunities laying out there. So while you're still budgeting, network, see if you got more opportunities. You live paycheck to paycheck, keep going, do not stop. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck because you have wants that overshadow that paycheck, there's an issue. So you have to budget. And that's the main thing. That's just what I really want to get into today. It's not a lot. It's not really detailed for me to go into a whole lot of things because it's simple. Budget what you need to budget. So like I said, basic human needs, write it down. Things that you do every month you have to pay out, write it down. Things that you want every month and you pay for, write it down. And look at that line and say, well, if I'm spending an extra 800 a month on this stuff or extra grand a month on this stuff, do I really need it? Go and look at it in your closet. Go look at it in your room. Say, do I need this or did I want that? So that way you can break that cycle of keep spending on things you don't need. Because you save up and let's say you get a flat tire, but you don't have the money. Now you're going to put it on your credit card. Now you got to pay off that credit card, but you also got to live paycheck to paycheck. Understand what you're doing. Make a budget. Make a plan. I say 70-30 of your paycheck. If you can afford it, 70-30. Or maybe 60-40. Or even maybe 50-50. But what works for you? All I'm saying is budget, make a plan, save money. That's the main goal of this thing today, of the topic. Save money. Make a plan for yourself. Because a lot of people will just say, I know what I got. And then you might put on a credit card. Now you're going to have to pay off that credit card down the line. You say, I can't pay it off right now. Then you're going to probably pull from your savings. And then your savings is going to drop. So make a goal for yourself. Make an outline. That way you know when you can spend certain things and when you should not spend certain things. This is not financial advice. This is just me saying what I feel from a personal experience. So look, guys, make a plan for yourself. Make an outline. Make a goal. And just check it off every week. And then there you go. So thanks for watching, guys. I just want to keep this really short. It's about necessities and things that are unnecessary. Like I said, living this lifestyle for social media is just not it. Buying watches every week, jewelry, clothes, shoes, etc. Trying to impress people, trying to look good. Put that into yourself as a brand. Make yourself a brand. Market yourself. Network yourself. If you want to do something with your money instead of spending it on necessary stuff, a necessity would be to market yourself. Put it on videos on YouTube, videos on Instagram, videos on Facebook. Pay for having a boosted post. That way you can have more people follow you. And then make your business grow. You as a business. Not just making yourself grow as a social media person that says, oh, I want a lot of attention. But what is that attention going towards? What are you working towards? If it's not going towards a business plan that you can invest in and make more money, then where is it going? It's going down the drain. So thanks, guys, for watching. Tune in the next video.